Hello, my dear students, and welcome back. I know your exams are just around the corner and the tension might be building up. But hey, don't you worry at all. Today, we're going to do a super quick revision of the Forms of Business Organization chapter. And I promise, by the end of this, you'll feel totally exam ready. So, shall we begin? Remember Neha from your textbook? She had that lovely pottery business but was so confused about how to grow it. Well, today, we're going on that exact same journey with her. We're going to see how a small idea can grow into a huge company. Just think of it like leveling up in a video game. We'll check out each level and figure out what makes the most sense.
All right, let's start with level 1, the simplest, most common way to do business, the one-person army, also known as a sole proprietorship.
You know, the name really gives it away. The word sole means only, and proprietor means owner. So, yep, it's a business with just a single owner. This person calls all the shots, they control everything, and they get to keep all the profits. But, and this is a big but, they also have to bear all the risks, all by themselves. It's the easiest way to start a business for sure, with very little legal fuss.
Okay, now let's tackle a concept that I'm telling you comes up in exams all the time and can be a little tricky. So, listen carefully, bachcho. This is super important. What in the world is unlimited liability?
So here's the crucial point. As far as the law is concerned, the owner and the business are one and the same. There's no difference. So, if the business has a debt of, let's say, 1 lakh rupees, but its own assets are only worth 60,000, well, that remaining 40,000 has to come from the owner's personal pocket. Yes, that means their car, their house, their personal savings, everything is on the line.
And that leads us to the biggest problem with being a one-person show. What happens when you want to get bigger? One person only has so much savings, right? And it's really hard to get big loans. Plus, you can't be an expert in everything. Marketing, sales, accounts, it's just too much for one person. This is where our business needs to level up.
So let's move on to level 2 and see how we can solve this problem by bringing a friend into the picture. Welcome to the world of partnership.
A partnership is basically the answer to all those problems we just talked about. You can pool your money with your partners, which means more capital. You can divide up all the work based on who is good at what, and most importantly, you share the risks. You are no longer in it alone.
Just look at this direct comparison. With a partnership, you can have anywhere from 2 to 50 partners. That means more money and shared risk. But there is a trade-off. As a sole proprietor, you make all the decisions in a snap. But in a partnership, well, you have to consult your partners. It's a team game now, so all the big decisions are made together. Okay, time for something really special, a type of business that you'll find only in our country, in India. This is the Joint Hindu Family Business, or what we call an HUF. Now, in this kind of business, you don't become a member by signing an agreement. You become a member simply by being born into a Hindu undivided family. The eldest member, who is called the Karta, is the one in control. All the other family members are called Coparceners, and they have equal ownership rights. But look at the liability. It's very interesting. Only the Karta has unlimited liability. For everyone else, their risk is limited only to their share of the family's property.
So, what if the main goal isn't just about making money? What if a whole community, like a group of farmers or even consumers, wants to work together for their own good? Well, that's when we get to our next level, the cooperative society.
The most important word to remember here is service, not profit. It's a group that people join willingly to help each other out. And the best part is its democratic spirit. It works on a beautiful principle: one member, one vote. It doesn't matter how much money someone has put in. Everybody gets an equal say.
And what's the perfect example of this? Our very own Amul. It was started by milk farmers in Gujarat who wanted to free themselves from middlemen and get a fair price for their milk. And look at it today. It's a massive success story, and it just shows you the amazing power of cooperation.
So, you started your business. Maybe you've got some partners, but now you're dreaming big. You want to build an empire, something like a Tata or a Reliance. Well, to play in the big leagues, you need the final form of business, the joint stock company.
This is the ultimate level up. A company is basically an artificial person created by law. This means it has its own identity completely separate from its owners. Remember we talked about unlimited liability? Well, this is the exact opposite. If the company gets into debt, only the company's assets can be used to pay it back. The owner's personal property is totally safe. This is called limited liability. And get this, the company also has perpetual succession. Members can come and go, but the company can live on forever.
Just take a look at the massive scale of these Indian giants.
To operate at this level, to raise thousands and thousands of crores in capital from the public, you absolutely need the company structure. It's the only way to grow to this kind of global size.
Okay, everyone, this is it, the final lap. Let's put everything we've learned together in one place for a quick revision. Think of this as your exam cheat sheet, so please pay very close attention.
This table is golden. It summarizes all the key points for your comparison questions. See how formation is the easiest for a sole proprietorship, but it's much more complex for a company. Now look at liability. This is the big one. The biggest advantage of a company is that limited liability, while the others have unlimited. And of course, for stability and raising a huge amount of capital, the company is the clear winner. Please remember these points.
I am telling you, Bacho, this slide is telling you the truth. That table is your secret weapon for getting full marks on this topic. So do it right now. Take a screenshot, save it on your phone for a quick look right before you walk into the examination hall. It will really help.
So, after our whole journey from a small one-person show to a giant company, I have a question for you. If you had a brilliant business idea, which form would you choose? And why? Think about it. All the very, very best for your exams, my dear students. I just know you will all do wonderfully. I'll see you in the next explainer. Bye-bye.